This is ESPW Pep Rally, and I'm your host, the voice of reason, Alexander B. Thomas. And the B stands for it's been one whole year since Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling's first show. That's right, one whole year for ESPW, and you know what that means? It means it's time for a party right here on the island as ESPW Homecoming takes place September 24th, live at the Cheek Firehouse. You bring the cake, we'll bring the action, the stars, and the excitement. I'm going to tell you all about it, but we're going to go big. We're going to hear from the stars and the matches that you'll see. We're going to take a road trip with our friends from the 2300 Wrestling Podcast, and we're going to get the thoughts of a few of the people who helped make ESPW what it is. So let's dive in. And to do that, let's talk about the big one. The ESPW Heavyweight Champion, Ty Awesome, will defend his title against Rhett Titus after the last meeting between the two ended in a double pinfall draw. However, when this match was announced, Awesome and his manager, Dazzling Derek Bennett, weren't exactly thrilled.
Pursuant to the announced main event at Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling Homecoming in Cheek, Virginia on Saturday, September 24th, between the Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Ty Awesome, Tyler Hastings, the guy with the supply, facing Ring of Honor's Rhett Titus in a return match for the ESPW Heavyweight Championship, Mr. Hastings and I announced that this match regretfully will not be taking place. To make very clear to the ESPW fan base, a contract had been presented to all parties in this match. However, neither I nor Mr. Hastings chose to sign said contract. In June, at ESPW's Coastal 8 event, Mr. Hastings had pinned Mr. Titus's shoulders in the main event of that match. And whereas ESPW officials claim that Mr. Hastings' shoulders had also been pinned, our expert analysis show this simply not to be the case. Therefore, our conclusion is that the reference match at ESPW Coastal 8 is recorded as a successful title defense by Ty Awesome, and there is no further need to defend the championships against the same failed contender.
Someone just needs to straighten his bow tie. But regardless of that, as great of a legal mind as Bennett might be, ESPW management had different plans, and Ty Awesome was also less than thrilled.
Stupid. Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling Management, you guys are a bunch of imbeciles. My manager, Derek, clearly made that cease and desist letter, so I did not have to wrestle Rhett in that 2 out of 3 falls again for my Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. But it looks like, due to their legal obligations, I have to defend my championship against Rhett. And you know what? That's fine. Okay, that's fine. If they want me to defend my championship against Rhett again, I've pinned him once. I will pin him again. And I will pin him or submit him in this 2 out of 3 falls match. I will embarrass him again. I will show him why I am the guy with the supply.
Rhett Titus has a resume a mile long. ROH Television Champion, ROH Tag Team Champion. But the one thing he's yet to do is hold gold here in ESPW. This time, there's not going to be any controversy. It's a 2 out of 3 falls match with the winner getting the ESPW Heavyweight Championship. Will this be Rhett's last shot at the belt, or can he end Awesome's reign? Find out at ESPW Homecoming on September 24th. But you know, that's not the only big title match we've got. In one of the biggest matches in ESPW history, 2 of the fastest rising stars in professional wrestling will do battle to determine the first ever ESPW Women's Champion. Kylan King can be seen on nationwide television going toe-to-toe with all of your favorites, but Gia Scott has been racking up victory after victory and title after title. This has all the makings of an absolute classic, and you won't want to miss it, as these 2 women will set the tone for the women's division here at ESPW. But only one walks out with the ESPW Women's Championship. Now let's check in with our friends from the 2300 Wrestling Podcast.
Don't you know how to read a map? Do you not know how to read a map? Yeah, on here.
What is that?
I don't know.
How are you? Okay. Connecticut? You're the wrong directions. We're supposed to go to Virginia.
Oh.
Not Connecticut.
Oh.
And besides,
Hopefully they'll figure it out before September 24th. September 24th is a big day, though, and this next one is turning into a nasty situation. The Tar Brothers refused to sign a contract with ESPW, but they've agreed to this match because they know Homecoming is going to sell out, and they want the credit. They might be the longest standing local stars.
Let's talk about real life. Let's talk about hopes and dreams and wishes and fantasies. What Dennis Wade hoped and dreamed of being a professional wrestler. That didn't work out. So now he's a cosplay wrestler. He's a pretend play wrestler. Now he's hoping and dreaming of selling tickets to his wrestling event. And there's only one way that's going to happen. With us on the card. You need us. You're begging us. Let's be honest. Let's just call a spade a spade. You're begging us to be there. You need us there. Please, Dustin and Chris, name your price. He said, name your price. Name your price to come and kick our asses. Really? That's the offer. Name your price. You really want to sell tickets to this thing, don't you? That's how it works. We show up, and the fans show up. That's how it works here. I think you finally figured it out. But I've never in my life met someone who says, name your price, here's a blank check to beat my ass. Because that's what's going to happen. Be careful what you wish for, Dennis. Be careful what you wish for. Because on September 24th, on Chincoteague Island in Virginia, I say, challenge accepted. We've named our price. It's going to be the Tar Dynasty versus Dennis Wade. Is there somebody else?
I think he's got a brother.
He's got a brother.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me tell you something. If you're living in the shadow of Dennis Wade, you might as well hang it up now, Tony. You can't hang with us.
Name your price. You know, it was a similar situation when he first started this promotion and he came to us begging us to be a part of it. Please be a part of this. Here's X amount of dollars. We didn't even tell him what we wanted. There was no booking fee. There was no negotiations.
No.
Here, take this. And then what does he tell all the boys in the back? We basically held a gun to his head and demanded X number of dollars.
You buried us. You buried us to the boys.
Buried us to the boys. So, I mean, why would we come back and help support your company?
I'll tell you why. To beat that ass.
Exactly. That's the only reason we're coming back. To beat that ass. To get you back for burying us to the boys. Trying to give us a bad name. We spent 27 years, 20 years building a name, building the dynasty, getting respect from our peers. And you single-handedly tried to destroy that. So we are going to destroy you in the ring September 24th.
We're going to embarrass you. We're going to embarrass you.
Be careful what you wish for, Dennis and Tony.
We're going to show you exactly why there is no one better. Join the dynasty.
This is ridiculous. This is my show, my time. I don't care if they pay. All right, fine. I have a job to do here. Look, and I'm gonna do my job. Let me tell you though, the front line is gonna bring the fight to the Tars. Tell them, guys.
Hey, man, I know you got something you want to say.
Oh, Tars. Yeah, you really think you could stop us by bringing in bats? Come on now. I thought you guys were professional. And you claim to say that I'm a shadow behind my brother. That right there is an understatement. That that's given me the motivation, the eagerness to work harder, to prove you wrong. Both of you wrong. I'm way better than you think I am. Come September 24th, you're gonna wish you never accepted that challenge.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am the Glasgow Dragon, Dennis Wade. We are the front line. Dustin Tarr, you claim that I'm a play wrestler, but yet when I'm wrestling every weekend, you're still sitting on the beach collecting a check from your past successes that you never did anything with.
That really must be nice.
That must hurt. But it's okay. Let me tell you what it is. I love Chincoteague. I'm not from there, but I love it. I love the people. I bleed it. I'm about it. Chincoteague, stand up. We rock with you. We don't claim to be from somewhere else. We claim to be from that 7-mile long island, 1.5 wide. We ride with you. We always will. Tar Dynasty, September 24th. Homecoming, 1-year anniversary of ESPW. Remember this. There's one line. That's the front line.
Dennis and Tony are fighting for the fans. They're fighting for the company. They're not going to fail. If you want great pro wrestling, you'll see it all over this card, up and down. But this one here, this is going to be a fight. But you know, speaking of a fight, it's going to be Bo Crockett and Joey Paris, 1-on-1. These two finally put an end to their back and forth rivalry September 24th. But this time, it's in a match to determine the first ever ESPW Heritage Champion. Joey Paris had this to say.
I gotta thank you, Bo. Bo, you were the reason I am allowed to prove to everyone that I can do it. See, without no Bo, there really is no Joey. You struck a chord with me right here on my little heartstring, which is located right here, when you said you respect me. Oh, guy. That's so nice of you. Listen, September 24th, one last chance, one last dance. Bo Crockett, the White Wolf, versus Joey Paris. After this, you won't have to see him anymore, man. I won't bother you, I promise. But I will promise you this. I will be bringing everything I have. Now that they've introduced this championship out of nowhere, don't know where it came from, but I don't care, because it's going to be mine. And you are my last step in the way. And I plan on making my point, which I said from the beginning. I am going to the top. And I will do it again at Homecoming.
Joey has been on the rise as of late. Will Bo Crockett be able to stop the rise of Joey Paris? Or will Joey's mind games prove too much to overcome? Now let's hear from, Bo.
The stakes got raised just a little bit more. Because this match right here is to crown the very first ever Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling Heritage Champion. And I'm not going to take that lightly. I can't take you lightly because you've gotten better every time that I have seen you. You really have. I'll give you credit. And I respect that. However, on September 24th, the White Wolf has to show you why he leads the pack.
Joey Paris, Bo Crockett. Which man walks out September 24th with that championship? You're going to have to be there to find out. Now let's hear from a star that's made an impact here at ESPW over the last year.
Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Prince Nana coming to you live from my condo in Manhattan. And I just wanted to come on here and quickly congratulate my good friend, Dennis Wade. Dennis, congratulations to you and the whole ESPW crew on a 1-year anniversary. You guys have been kicking butt for the last 8 months out there in Chattanooga. And let me tell you something, it's a buzz. You guys have a huge buzz going on in the wrestling business. And that's all because of the team over at ESPW, the locker room, and Dennis Wade. So I'm proud of you guys. And I'm looking forward to bringing Anthony Gangone back there to take the World Championship belt sooner than later.
It's my understanding that Dave Keener has lost DB Richards. We're going to go see what's going on right now.
Where the heck did he... the heck? you doing? Going, we're in the middle of nowhere. You tell me, shh.
I'm practicing.
For what?
Connect 4. What do you think I'm doing?
Why?
Oh, man. I lost. Because of you. You ruined it.
Connect 4? How'd you lose against yourself?
I don't know. I'm practicing. I'm trying to put in my mind.
What are you practicing for?
To beat wrestlers.
When? September 24th?
Yeah, sure. Whatever day you want to name it.
So September 24th is when you're practicing for.
Yes.
Okay.
Where are we going?
Chicotee, Virginia.
Did you say Chickapot pie?
Chicotee,
Chickapot pie.
No.
Chickapot.
Chicotee, Virginia.
Fried chicken on a platform?
No.
Who cares? That
Virginia.
sounds weird.
But that's where we're going, September 24th.
Why do I want to go there?
Because Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling will be there. What a great night of action for their homecoming, for their anniversary show. You gonna be there?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I might be there.
Okay.
Will you?
Davey Richards is just doing what any top competitor should do. He's training. Hey, everybody's got their methods. But you know, speaking of top competitors, what might be the best 2 tag teams in ESPW are going to do battle as a team of Wes Rogers and Jay Sin, that's the Grapple Vices, try to avenge the only loss they've had in ESPW so far by taking on Team Workhorse, Sean Carlson and Mark Dangerfield Jr.
We're the premier workhorses. I'm the ranch hand, Sean Carlson. That's Mark Jr. Dangerfield. We are the 2 most dangerous men at Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling. You want to talk about the tournament? Sin, Wes, look me in my eyes. You have lost to us. You didn't beat as many teams as us. Boys, the book's set against you. And on September 24th, we will walk out the Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions of the World.
Our cameraman caught up with the Grapple Vices who had this to say.
Listen to me, ESPW, you want to know who we are? We're the best tag team in pro wrestling. I hurt people. Look at this guy. Look at him. He wants to be out here. He wants to be out here stunting. I want you to listen to me. Be careful what you ask for, because when you ask what you get what you ask for. So listen, Carlson, Dangerfield, take my nose, play the games, play dumb. When you get in the ring with us, you're going to see who the best tag team is. ESPW management, you keep asking me to talk. Better watch what you ask for, boys.
Can the Grapple Vices avenge the 1 loss they've had in ESPW, or will the undefeated Team Workhorse walk out with tag team gold? Find out September 24th, Chincoteague, Virginia at ESPW's homecoming. Speaking of tag teams though, our cameraman recently caught up with Bad Bad Banks, who had this message for the ESPW audience.
I looked on the flyer, my feelings are hurt because I'm not on there. So I looked around and said, you know what, Banks, it's time to do something different. So what I decided to do, I decided to put my lasers in on everybody that's in the tag team division. And with that being said, look who my tag team partner is going to be.
What's happening, Mr. Banks? How you doing?
How you doing, Mr. Hart?
Well, I bet you didn't think it was going to happen, but it did.
It did.
You got the Bad Bad Banks and the Dirty Sunny D's on the same team.
Same team.
Now, you know it's down in ESPW. It's down in Chincoteague, down in Chincoteague. I didn't know they did anything down there besides, I think once a year they forced their ponies to swim across the river, which is kind of cruel, I think.
Yeah, it was about that time.
If it was me, I'd say, screw you, Chincoteague, but, that's them. But apparently there's some guys down around there that like to fight. Well, boys, you've done got yourself into a situation now. ESPW, things are about to get dirty.
Ladies and gentlemen, September 24th, you will be looking at a couple of spine busters, and the tag team division will not be the same again. Put your money on it. Bank on it.
While Banks wasn't scheduled for September 24th, it seems that he and Dirty Sunny Deeds plan on making waves at Chincoteague. Now I understand that our cameraman managed to catch up with our ringside photographer, Brian, to get his thoughts on the show.
Hey, it's time for me to get some grub. And, oh man, why are you guys following the photographer around? You guys really want to know? Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling, September 24th, Chincoteague Firehouse in Chincoteague, Virginia. Doors open at 6. Be there.
Brian's giving us nothing but the facts for ESPW Homecoming. Gotta keep him happy. I want to make sure he gets the good side. But a guy who gets a good side of life is this guy right here, Sledge Gibson. Gibson is focused, but it's all fun and games on his Hood Rat tour.
Hello everybody, Sledge Gibson here at home for a change during his Summer of Hood Rat tour to talk to you about ESPW. Now, management, staff, whatever, keep asking me to make a video about my upcoming match against the one Danny Octane for September 24th in Chicotee. Now, I just want you guys to be fully aware of the kind of person they had me wrestling for this #1 contenders match. Jump cut. This son of a bitch literally threw a knee and turned into a cartoon. Now, that is peak level athleticism right there. I don't know how I could ever hope to beat Private Pile in a match, but I don't know. We're going to see. But if I do win, let's just look at what you have to look forward to. Because also on this card, you got Joey Paris, spelled with 2 R's instead of 1 for some reason, and Bo Crockett, the man from Yorktown who couldn't even get booked at a show that was ran at his wrestling school. Are facing off to crown the first ever ESPW Heritage Champion. So, after I beat Microsoft Paint Danny Octane, I get to face one of those two. It's a really exciting time. It's peak level Hood Rat, and I am just here for it. So I will see you guys on September 24th.
It's a #1 contenders match as Sledge Gibson does battle with Danny Octane, the winner getting a shot at the ESPW Heritage Championship. Sledge might be a charming mix of sarcasm and smiles, but Danny Octane's made a very big impact in a very short time.
I am Danny Octane, and on September 24th, in the Chincoteague Firehouse, I will be facing Sledge Gibson for a #1 contender shot for ESPW's Heritage title. Now, I already saw what he said. I watched that video. And honestly, I don't care. Because all those jokes, it's not going to matter one bit when I kick his head off. They don't call me the Knockout King for nothing. And I plan to show you exactly why I'm called that. Enjoy the time you have left.
Will the ascent of Danny Octane kick in a high gear, or will the practitioner of RVA Strong Style find a path to his title shot? But you know, speaking of finding a path, I wonder if Keener's managed to corral DB back into the band.
What? What?
Where the heck are we?
I don't know. We're going somewhere. You said Chicken Pot Pie, Virginia.
Chicotee, Virginia.
Yeah, same thing.
Not really.
Yeah, it is the same thing.
I mean, you can't.
It's a bunch of germs and all that kind of stuff.
You can't beat Chicotee, Virginia.
What, they got chicken down there?
They might.
I bet it's because it's Chicopee, Pot Pie, whatever. Nobody cares how it's pronounced. Who lives down there?
A lot of people do.
They're lost.
Well, I mean, it's a nice town. There's going to be a nice show on September 24th. Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling is doing their anniversary show that day.
And we know Ty Austin's going to be the champion.
Maybe. It all depends on if he wins against Rick Titus or not in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Yeah, it sounds like you're one of those.
I mean,
a Titus fan.
You never know.
I'm awesomeness guy.
You're awesomeness?
Yeah, what? You never used that word before?
Not really. I don't know it's a real word.
It is a real word. It's in D.B. Richards' guide of...
Yeah. So let's just get us to Chicotee, Virginia, September 24th. And
we'll see you at Chicken Pot Pie, Virginia.
Chicotee?
Yeah, whatever.
DB has the determination, he's got the spirit, but I'm not really sure he's giving Chicotee its proper respect. But you know, speaking of proper respect,
Phil Brown, I respect you. You are one hell of a competitor. Tough as they come. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, as they say, right? It's gonna be really, 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 really bad for you when you step in the ring with me. I'm gonna run circles around you, son. Let's keep it real. I am going to embarrass you. If you cannot take the heat, get your ass out the kitchen, because I'm on a mission to be one of the very best in ESPW, period. And if you don't like that, that's too bad, because if you're not legit, expect to get hit.
Laying out challenge after challenge, John Washington has demanded better competition, and he's gotten it in the form of the platinum icon, Phil Brown.
Man, this is some messed up stuff, bro. So John Washington wants to run up on me on September the 24th in Chickadeek, Virginia for ESPW. Calm down, bro. But I get it, man. Young cat, you know, want to test himself, using me as a measuring stick to see where you are currently with your career. I mean, man, you traveling all over the place, having a good time. Man, you want to risk all that for one night of an ass beating, bro. I mean, you want to put all that on the line. You know, I know the whole shtick, the whole gimmick, you know, too legit to quit. But shit, you might want to just quit after that night, man. Like, dog, like. But you know, I do understand, brother. I do understand you're at a point right now where you're feeling yourself. You know, you're trying to figure out some things also. And, you know, I was like that too. When I was early in the game, I was trying to figure out, man, let me jump on the big dog. I'm tired of just working around. Let me jump on the big dog and see where I'm at. Only problem I got with you, you know, we're cool as friends. I got a problem that you're trying to say you're going to retire me. That's the biggest problem. We'll see, John. Just pull up, man. Spring A game, be ready, man, because I'm telling you, the tank is full of gas, bro. And I don't see it running out anytime. But I will question myself. If I had to fight myself, do I really want to do that? See you on the 24th, John, September, bro, ESPW.
Phil Brown is looking for another shot at ESPW gold, but Washington is out to prove his mettle as well. What happens when one man begins his return to the top, but he's met by a hungry and focused challenger over here? Find out September 24th at Homecoming. But you know, another man that will be in attendance is the voice of ESPW, our ring announcer, Jesse Daniels. On this, the one-year anniversary, let's hear what ESPW means to them.
My name is Jesse Daniels. I'm the announcer for Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling out in Chincoteague, Virginia, and I am excited for ESPW Homecoming this September because ever since the conception of this company, when myself and Dennis Wade had a phone call a long time ago, I'll never forget, we had become friends at another company that we worked at mutually together, and we always had a vision that, you know, that place was okay, but we wanted to do professional wrestling our way. And Dennis and I have always agreed on a lot of things, and whenever we couldn't agree on something, we always talked about it like men, and that's one of the things that I always liked about working for Dennis Wade. And another thing that I like about working for Dennis Wade is that he treats his talent down to the ring announcers like absolute gold, and we appreciate it so much. So we can't wait to come back to ESPW for ESPW Homecoming at the Chincoteague Volunteer Fire Department in September.
I gotta agree with Jesse. I love working for ESPW. And it's not just because I was paid a handsome sum by ESPW to say that. This company always goes big, and that will be on display at Homecoming as we see a battle of two of the biggest of the big men that ESPW has ever seen, the undefeated Everest and the returning Tiberius.
They say that a mountain is immovable, that you can't simply move mountains. But on September 24th at Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling, Chincoteague, Virginia, in the Chincoteague Fire Hall, I'm going to prove that you can break down a mountain, stone by stone. Tiberius Asante and Everest, one-on-one. Everest, I just want you to know something. Even Mount Olympus fell. What makes you think you won't? It's bulldoze season, so get ready.
Both of these men are on an absolute tear, and rest assured neither will give an inch in Chickatee. Let's also get a word now from the newest member of the ESPW's commentary team.
Hello, friends, wrestling fans. James Hall here. And I am beyond excited, and I'll tell you why. September 24th, Chickatee Volunteer Fire Hall. ESPW presents Homecoming. That's right, it's the 1-year anniversary for Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling, and I am beyond excited to sit behind the commentary desk and watch these fantastic matches with you wrestling fans.
With countertops like those, you know he's going to be good. Welcome to the commentary team. You know, speaking of commentators, I wonder whatever happened to Dave and BD.
Hello, Jack. Got a question. How do I get to the Chicken Pot Pie, Virginia? What are you doing? Talking to the machine there. That's not a machine. That's just a number that you call. And it's a dumpster. It's not like a McDonald's. It's not an automated machine. No, you have to get on your phone and call that. It's not an automated machine. It says rubbish, and everything is rubbish in Virginia. How do you know? Because it says it right there. It's Chicken Pot Pie, Virginia. Chickatee, Virginia. And it's on the side of a dumpster for people that want to get dumpsters to get their trash thrown out. So, Jack, how do I get to Chicken Pot Pie, Virginia? Chickatee, Virginia. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking Spanish. Spanish? I don't know any Spanish. See.
I'm not sure that I'd let DB Richards drive, but it seems they're finally ready for September 24th, maybe just a little early. But two tag teams that are also ready for September 24th are the Fly Fellas and 410 Massive. These two teams are looking to carve a path in ESPW and will be giving it all they've got to move up the rankings. Let's hear from 410 Massive right now.
Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling, Chickatee, Virginia, September 24th. Your boys, 410 Massive, are coming back for Homecoming. Now, we definitely impressed somebody in that four-way for us to be brought back into Homecoming.
Not bad for the new kids on the block.
That's it. Fly Fellas, you guys are next on the list. We're coming to show you guys why we're one of the hottest tag teams on the Eastern Shore. We're going to show you why we're here and why you guys are still just right here. Me and Cash, we've been doing this 8+ years, baby. We're going to show you at the end of the night, you guys are going to be looking at Cordova and Cash with their hands raised. You guys are going to be looking up at the lights and while that crowd is chanting 410, 410. We'll see you guys on the 24th.
Will 410 pull out the win, or will the duo of Isaiah Frazier and AK have their hands raised in victory? You see, we got the answer to that, as well as championships decided, grudges settled, and more when ESPW presents Homecoming September 24th live at the Chickatee Firehouse. Rhett Titus, the professional, challenges ESPW champion Ty Awesome. We've got Kylan King and Gia Scott for the first ever women's championship. The tag belts are on the line as the Capital Vices face Team Workhorse. Bo Crockett and Jerry Paris end their rivalry with one man becoming ESPW Heritage Champion. The next challenger for that belt is decided as Sledge Gibson and Danny Octane do battle. We've got Phil Brown, Everest, John Washington, Tiberius, the Fly Fellas, 410 Massive. The stars go on, and let's not forget the Frontline and the Tar Dynasty will settle the score in the squared circle. Don't wait. Get your tickets today. I am the voice of reason, Alexander B. Thomas, and you need to be in Chickatee on September 24th for the biggest party on the shore, ESPW Homecoming.